So I'm making a video today showing you one of the easiest and safest ways to remove the glass on the Samsung S3, S4. This little method, you don't end up having any pieces of metal directly underneath, and it is a good way to learn. This is how I've been showing a lot of people, first couple times. So instead of using razor blades or anything else, I use my own personal waxy business cards to do the glass only repair. So I'm just going to get into it and show you how we do it. So it's got to be nice and hot. My heat gun's on low. I used to use a temperature probe. I basically just wear, these neoprene gloves, and when it's hot through the glove, I know it's about ready. So up top here, I'll just start with a razor blade. On the S3s, there's no cables up top here, so there's not much to worry about up here. So what I'll do is just get it started with one of the picks, because they seem to work well. And then I will take my business card, and I will just run it right along the outside edge. If it starts getting too hard to push, might be time to heat it up a little bit more. And using the business card or the playing card method is a lot safer for new people, rather than using a razor blade, because in fact it is a lot harder to damage the digitizer and the glass underneath. I'll tell you, it doesn't push like butter. The razor knives push like butter right through this. And it's kind of a twofold thing, because they do. It's very easy to get a little ahead of yourself and make a big mistake and break the LCD. Walk this toothpick, or this guitar pick, along up top here. Try to separate the other side, and it came undone nicely. So, a little more heat time. And again, just slide it right down the side. Push it forward, trying to get it, try to make contact to the center. And again, just like any other part of it, there's still going to be some parts that don't really want to work with you, like that right there. But keep the pressure on them and keep working them back and forth. Eventually, they're going to come up. I've also noticed that this method works better if it's very broken. Because there's a bunch of little pieces you're trying to get up underneath. And if you had a razor or string or whatever, you'd be having to get underneath every little piece. But here, we're just pushing away, pushing away. Pushing away. That's getting a little harder, so just speed her back up for a minute. The tricks with glass onlys are slow and not too much heat in one spot. I don't. When I first started this, I scorched 2 polarizers, you know, and you scorch them, you turn them yellow. There's no coming back. Like, there's videos out there how to replace the polarizers, but I don't have that equipment, you know. So I'm really careful. See how well that separates. It's amazing that a business card, I even like the playing cards better. My business cards here have this coating on it, but it's actually only on the front. So they start to get a little soggy on the back. The playing cards, because they're meant to be held with oils on people's skins and everything, have a better coating on them. So we are separated. And as if you've done these before, you know, they're 2 little cables still down here. And we just release them with the razor knife. So in the end, I needed the razor knife to get it started because I had to get a corner. So I get it started up here where there's not anything vital. You know, on the S3s, all the connectors are down here, where on the new ones, they're up top. Get up started where it's not vital with the pick, and then just go down with the card, and we get to this point. So what we're going to do here is, for the most part, this blue will just peel off. This is not the case with the iPhones and even some of the newer Galaxies. It appears the you know, pretty much everything newer than the S3 has a different and harder adhesive on it. So I just use my hand and my glove to get the majority of the adhesive up before we even start on the next step. So we keep on getting the last little bit of the glue off. Be careful down at the bottom where the connectors are for the digitizer and everything. You don't want to, you know, run your hands over them, and just chill with those. I've seen beautiful jobs not work right afterwards because this is the digitizer connector, and then this is all the LCD connector, digitizer LCD. So if you see like a little cut here on this brown piece, or it's jammed up and then your touchscreen doesn't work right, that would be why. So I get all the big excess pieces off. After I get all the big excess pieces, I'll come in through here. I'll take the adhesive off. I get the pre-cut black adhesive, just like this, from a vendor. And if you're not using it, you know, you should be. And I'll show you the way I've kind of found that there's a proper use for it as well. So there we're at. So we're already at the point where we're reassembling, cleaning up, and doing some cool stuff. So I use these rags, these microfiber rags. They're actually called, their brand name of Magic Fiber. They're the only ones I buy because they really are good.